Good morning. This is John Harder. I have for the past 3 years had quite the experience in the crypto market. Um, you know, Bitcoin was created for the purpose of bypassing the banking system. Okay. And it has, but the entire industry, of course, is set up with the banking system in mind. And so this means that everything has to be changed in order to actually use the cryptocurrency for that. And I believe that we are right at the threshold of changing over, everywhere in stores and to pay for goods and services with cryptocurrencies. I don't know if you're new, if you're new to the cryptocurrency space, maybe that sounds a little scary. That that we're changing over to cryptocurrency from the old cash system, but really, I believe it's a good thing. I think that's just very good, especially knowing that the opportunity in the cryptocurrency market is so massive right now. You can come into the cryptocurrency space literally not knowing how it works and start profiting in real ways about, starting with a small amount of money if you want, and start profiting in this market. And why do I say that you can do this even if you don't know the cryptocurrency, if you don't know anything about the cryptocurrency market? Well, let me say it this way. The information that I now have available to me, if I would have had that in 2017 when I first started, actually, it was 2016 when I had first started getting into the crypto somewhat. It may have even been 2015, late 2015, when I bought my first coins. That's possible, but it was in 2017 when I actually started making money with it. It took me a little while to learn, and to even trust it, and then when I did make money, I also then lost money, and that's because the data that's now available to me, we didn't have at the time. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that now we have this data, and I'll go through that and show you what am I talking about. But there's another aspect to this, and that is the home-based business industry. I've been an internet marketer actually for, about 17 years now, or close, 16 anyways. And, it's been my experience that there's many programs, that have come along with with some kind of a binary pay plan, and promoting some sort of a product, and many people would get on board. Just a few of those people would actually make any money, and but most never could. And I got involved in some of these companies, referred a lot of people, and for some reason wasn't able to ever line up all the ducks in a row in order to actually get paid. And one thing that you soon notice was that, or that I would soon notice was that, you know, after, you know, referring, you know, maybe 30, 40 people or so, you would by that time you'd be very busy just to replace the dropouts. And so my philosophy has become this. You know, if you have all the money you want, everything else you can buy. You see, having joining a company because of the pay plan, because of the money you want to make, and you know, and you're convincing people, and then products pile up, just isn't a very good business model. It just isn't, you know. So this is why to me, okay, this is why to me, this what I'm about to show you is such a good fit, because if money piles up on the table, that's no problem for me. I don't know how you look at that, but to me, that's no problem. If it's products that I can't sell, that I can't get rid of, and they pile up on the table, that seems to become a problem. But when the money piles up, that's no problem. Because the fact is, as I just mentioned, when you have all the money you want, everything else you can buy, okay? And that's my philosophy, and that's why I like this, so much what I'm about to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna just share the screen here, and then I think I actually don't have the presentation open. I apologize for that. Let's see here, see if this is gonna respond to me even. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so now this is what I'm talking about. Is that here with Python signals? That's what we're about. We're about making money, because everything else you can buy. Once you have the money, it doesn't really matter what else you want, because now you've got the money, right? So you can just go ahead and buy. All right, so do you want profit? Let's just be honest and say yes, right? Because we all do. We all want profit. So Python signals, one business with two opportunities. And so opportunity number one, crypto cycles and trends trading. When I first got into the cryptocurrency market and I started making some money with it, it was a really good feeling to actually make money. And then something happened. Okay, so why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it is the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the market. Can be done by anyone at any time and start with any amount of money. Okay, so buy low and sell high. That is the objective, and I'm sure it is not hard to understand that buying low and selling high, that's the objective. Now, I made a video yesterday where I took the time from, about the space of a year on just a specific coin. I just picked one. And so I took the space of a year from a year back to about up to date, just to see what can be done. And I did this on a graph in the coin market cap following the highs and the lows of a coin. And and then I had a calculator where I calculated exactly, you know, not going too high, because if you go too high, then you are in danger of not being able to sell. Also, not buying at the absolute bottom, because you want to be on an upward trend. You gotta buy when there are buyers. The upward trend is buyers, and of course the downward trend, that's when you're in the selling. That's when it's selling space. That's when everybody wants to sell. You gotta buy when everybody wants to buy, but you can't sell when everybody wants to sell. You've got to sell when people are still buying. So I went through that, and I showed in the video how to turn $100 into more than 300,000 in just a bit less than a year. Okay. Now you're probably right away thinking, well, that's not fair, because that is what you were following data that had already happened. But listen, it is fair. It is fair because through Python signals, you have the data available to you to follow what it's going to be, so that you can actually follow that trend. Okay, so it's not being unreasonable to go back and make a video like that. Okay. Right now, buy low and sell high, that's the objective, right? So here we have what it looks like. We have a table of what buying low and selling high actually looks like. Excuse me. Bitcoin in 2017 in January, buying $100 worth, would sell for $1,400 in December. Ethereum, $100 worth, would sell at $8,750. Litecoin, $100 worth, would sell at $5,000. Monero, $100 worth, would sell at $2,400. And Dash, $100 worth, would sell at $8,890. These are really, really nice profits, aren't they? So a spend of $500, a gain of more than, well, a gain of about $26,000, just about. Okay, very, very good profits. Now, the $1 million question is, when should I buy and when should I sell? But you know what? There's another question that we should also ask, and that is, what coins should I buy? Okay, now this question, this is where we're hung up. This is ultimately, when you come into the cryptocurrency space and you don't have the answers for those three questions, the best you can do is just buy some and cross your fingers and hodl and hope that it'll work out. That's really, there is really nothing, you know, you're just taking a chance. I can't really say that it's as bad as buying a lottery ticket, because the lottery ticket, you lose the money that you buy, that you pay for the ticket. Okay, that money is gone. When you buy crypto, not necessarily is that money gone. Even if you buy in a high in the market, which is the opposite from what you should be doing if you want to profit, the only thing that you actually really lose is what the price goes down, and then you can write it up again and then sell at a high. So basically what you've done is you've lost some time, but not really lost your money. Okay. Now, buying a lottery ticket, you may as well give that money a nice kiss, because it's going to be gone. Okay, just kiss it goodbye. All right, so that's pretty much how that works. All right, so these questions they can be answered through Python signals. Marius Landman, he is our chief data analyst, and he answers those questions for us, okay? So he has, you know, Marius Landman, he has 30 plus years worked in, combined work in complex system auditing, global trend data, and algorithm forecast modeling. It's a fancy line and fancy way of saying that he has developed an algorithm that is able to foretell a future, to project a future outcome using data from the past. In 2015, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market, and it has yielded tremendous results. Even in 2018, January to July, it yielded 518% ROI, return on investment, right? Okay, so that's how we do it. Now, how does this work, right? So when Wall Street was saying sell or buy, right? When Wall Street was saying buy, Marius was saying sell. What are we talking about? Well, in 2017, if you remember, when Bitcoin went up to just about $20,000, Wall Street, using the news media, was telling people to buy, while Marius was telling his subscribers, you better sell, you better pull your profits out because the price is going to come back down. His algorithm was telling him that the price is going to drop. So while many of his subscribers had pulled out their profits, the rest of us, we went over the cliff with the price dropping, okay? And so that goes to show how much we are in need of that data. And if you can just picture in your mind, writing that price up like to $20,000 when it's now, what, around 3,000? And you're buying some, it doesn't matter how much you put in. It's more like, what do you as long as you sell it at that high, which if you have no idea when it's going to start plummeting, you won't know when to sell. But that is where, as we could see here, is how Marius protected his subscribers. Now, what would it be worth to you to have that protection? What would it be worth to you to know which coins to buy? And this was Bitcoin that went up to $20,000. Did you realize that many of the altcoins often double? They often jump twice as high as Bitcoin does. Okay, so how about cashing in on twice that amount? Now, again, what would it be worth to you to have your hands on that kind of data? Well, what does it take to become a subscriber? That's all. Just become a subscriber, and you can subscribe. You can come in as you fit in. It's any one of these packages right here, okay? Now, I just was notified this morning because the lifetime package was going to go up to $2,000, but they decided to keep it at 1,000. So this actually didn't change. Now, if you happened to see my yesterday's video, then just be confident that it actually isn't 2,000. It was for a bit, but those people that had paid 2,000 already, they're being refunded, and they're keeping it at 1,000 until all 1,000 packages are sold, okay? All right, so I'm actually glad for that. I believe in making a decision and then sticking with the decision, because everybody gets kind of confused and upset if you go and change things. All right, well, that they're now sticking with that, and that's good. That to me is good news. All right, so the silver package is $50, and it's 30 days access, and pays 6 levels in the pay plan at 24%. The gold package is $150, pays 90 days, gives you 90 days access and pays 9 levels at 36%. The platinum package at $250, which is actually a $50 saving, gives you 180 days access, pays 12 levels at 48%, and then you have the Galaxy 500 pack, which gives you 12 months access and pays 18 levels in the matrix at 65.5%. So all 4 packages also pay a 10% direct referral bonus when you refer people yourself. And the lifetime package pays a 15% direct referral bonus over and above what the matrix payout is, okay? And we'll take a look at that in just a bit. Now, what you get when you subscribe to one of those packages is Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos, private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, email notifications whenever there's new updates available in the back office, as well as access to the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. And let us take a closer look at that. This is opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. And these are the guidelines for this roadmap. And as you can see, it's not a 5-page fine print document that you have to study for a week, but it's actually very, very simple. You know, I mentioned before how I used to be in companies where we would have a product that we were promoting, and you know, the products would pile up, and you know, and there was all kinds of loops and hoops that you had to jump through in order to qualify to get paid. And many of them, which was you had to have this much volume on the one leg and that many subscribers on the other, and all sorts of things that you had to qualify just in order to be able to get paid. And well, guess what? We don't have any of that here. We just don't have any of it. It's you buy a package, you subscribe, and that subscription does 2 things. It gives you access to the pay plan so that you can get paid no matter if you refer people or not, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you have a subscription. And that subscription then also, it gives you access to the data so that you can trade intelligently, and you know, you can become your own intelligent asset allocator, okay? And so the trading data gives you access to which coins are the best to buy, when is the best time to buy, and when is the best time to sell. Those are the 3 objectives that you need to know, you know, those are the 3 items you need to know in order to achieve your objective of making money. All right. Now, Python Signals does not do any trading for you, okay? That's all up to your discretion. But you do get the data so that you can make your own decisions and trade as much as you want, right? And also, you can earn extra commissions by referring people and getting an extra 10 or 15%, depending on which package you purchase. Now, as again, we have people in our program in Python Signals right now who haven't referred anybody, and they're getting paid because others from above them, whether it was their refer or from above that, people have put members in their matrix, and they end up getting paid. Okay. Now, of course, we also have people who simply became a subscriber so that they could trade. And, oh, that's what I just said. They start making money. But what I meant is that we also have people who didn't want to use from their own money, from their earnings to start trading. So instead, they went ahead, referred some people, earned some commissions, and then start using that money for trading. Hey, you take your pick, whatever works for you, right? Okay, so the matrix, here's what the matrix table actually looks like. This is the 18-month roadmap. And that just simply means that if this chart were to be followed, let's say you followed this chart and everybody in your downline would follow this chart here, that means you would have the 500, the Galaxy 500 pack, and you would, in your first month, you would refer 2 people. That's it. Everybody would do the same. Everybody in your downline would just in 1 month refer 2 people. That means that at 18 months, you would have a full matrix, and you would be getting paid $5,102,410 a year residual income. That's the simple roadmap to the 5.1 million roadmap. Okay. Now, on the first column, we have the levels here to the left, then the percentages on each level, then how many subscribers per level, then how much each level pays, and then how much the matrix total pays. Okay. So we have these pink lines here, they represent each of the packages. The silver pack and the gold pack and the platinum pack and the galaxy pack, right? So that shows you, here you can see how much a silver member would make yearly. It's $2,250. And a gold member would make $18,250. A platinum member would make $146,250. That's more than a person makes, than most people make at their job, even if they have more than one job. And then, of course, as we already mentioned, what the galaxy gets paid, right? Now, how would we, how could we assume that that everybody would buy the galaxy? Well, here's the thing. If you would have the silver package, and the matrix starts growing deeper than 6 levels, you would start getting notifications that you are missing out on commissions, because you're missing out on all the commissions on all the levels that go deeper than 6 levels. Would that not be a clear enough indication to you that, you know, that maybe if I upgrade to a higher level, I'd be making a heck of a lot more money? Of course, and that is how we can be pretty much assured that eventually everybody becomes a Galaxy 500. All right. One more thing that I want to mention here is that whenever you do upgrade, you might want to pace yourself that you're that you upgrade at the end of your term kind of thing, because let's say you upgrade from a gold to galaxy and you just paid you just paid for the gold yesterday and you decide today that I'm going to buy the galaxy. Well, what's going to happen now is that the money that you paid for the gold, that's lost money because you just paid it and it doesn't account anything towards the galaxy package. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You might want to pace yourself so that at the end of the term, instead of just renewing, consider upgrading, right? It's really actually that simple. All right, so so we have Never Pay Again, Galaxy Lifetime Package. This is available still. I'm not sure how many packages there are left. I think we are almost sold out, but apparently we're not sold out, but we are running close. I know that because it said that in my email this morning, a notification that I received. And so we are getting close. So if you are considering for this package, maybe it's time to really make up your mind and go for it, because it's going to be gone very soon. All right, so thank you very much. And if you if you've been watching this and you decide it's not for you, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best in whatever it is you're doing. If this resonates with you, then definitely check out the links below the video and get started. You can get started right away. And if you have any questions, just contact me. There's information to contact me on my website, or there's group to join. There's various ways that you can contact me. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.